Hi guys, this is Sidhi Panda, another one of my chess friends. I regard him as a chess historian because he knows a lot about chess history.
Not
Say
a-
hi.
Hi guys, I am interested in chess history. I know a bit, but not as much as he regards me. But yeah.
Let me switch on Zen mode. And what time control do you want me to play? I would prefer 10 plus 0,
Ye-
but we could play 5 plus 3 as well.
no, let's go for rapid. But do you want to play 10 plus 0 or 10 plus 5?
10 plus 0 is fine actually.
Okay.
I
let's
prefer
go.
increment, but 10 plus 5 there would be not many people who actually.
Oh,
Let's just try.
let's
If
sure.
if there's someone, then we'll play.
Sure, definitely.
Otherwise, we'll go for 10 plus 0. Okay.
Yes.
Someone comes up. Okay. D4. So what opening do you want me to play? What
You want-
openings do you play?
I generally go for Queen's Gambit here. Declined.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Knight F3.
Okay, this is.
This looks like he's going for some kind of London system.
Yes, this is
Uh,
a different move order. Generally,
And I've been experimenting with c5 against the London system, which is considered very good at even the highest levels.
Ye-
But I'm not sure about the details, so I guess knight f6 would
Knight
be a
F6.
flexible move,
yes.
and we'll see how it goes along. Bishop g5, a Trompowsky. Except that he doesn't give us double pawns if we want to avoid it, which I would very much want to.
But do we have to avoid double pawns?
We don't have to avoid double pawns, but it is just a personal choice.
Fair enough.
So, of course, the drawback to playing e6 here is you lock in your bishop, but it can come out via b7 in the future. So let's just play this way. This might transpose to queen's. Yes, it does transpose to queen's gambit declined. Except, I mean, not
No,
really. Except this is fine.
This is Queen's Gambit decline
But
after he
does
plays
he
knight
lose a
c3.
does he lose a tempo if I go bishop here check?
No,
Maybe
that-
not. He
that-
can go knight d2.
No,
and-
he should generally go for knight c3 here. That goes into Ragozin.
Knight
Yeah.
c3.
Yes, they accept a
Ha,
double pawn if
true.
need be, but yeah,
True.
this is it happens knight f3, knight c3, and then bishop g5 comes in proper Ragozin, but this transposes to exactly that.
Okay. I was thinking in one of the earlier videos we had shown that knight c3 is not generally a good move, but I myself got confused about the move order. My idea was if we take, he takes, and we play c5. So
Yes.
he can't really take because he would get a scenic triple pawns. That is the idea of that kind of opening. And it is
no, the thing is, it actually nowadays I've just seen a few games. I do not know a lot, but they do go for the double pawns there, and instead of having a double pawn there, and they try to take d into c5, and they let you take so that they can take with the bishop without losing a tempo.
But okay, I would never take dc4 now.
Yeah.
Why to give him the tempo plus why to untriple his pawns?
Yes.
It is a possible option, but let's just I just want to play it
this is-
solid.
Yeah, this is Queen's Gambit decline main line. So if he plays knight c3.
Queen a4 check. I mean, I don't see why this should be a good move because we can just play bishop d7 and win a tempo. Even stronger might be knight c6. Although it blocks the c7 pawn, we then develop bishop d7, threatening to capture on d4 with a discovery on the queen. But I'm confused because mainly because after knight c6 you can do cd5, ed5, and then let's say knight c3, and if I go bishop d7 now, then there is no real threat of capturing here because he can just capture this pawn because of this new passage.
Yes.
So
We
it's kind of confusing, but I guess bishop d7 is just normal. His response might be bishop queen b3 attacking this pawn, and it's not clear how to defend it.
a move here also could be knight d2, say knight d7,
Knight d7 is possible.
because then you
Very
play
possible.
b6 and fianchetto your bishop.
But I was tempted by the option of gaining some tempo on his queen.
That is true.
I think knight c6 is maybe a suboptimal move, but an interesting move. So I'm going to play it.
Let's try it. Yeah.
Let's see if he can punish us. Because, okay. Interesting. This move I did not see. I mean, I have to defend against this threat of. Maybe it's not a threat, but I am going to lose a pawn if he takes twice here with his knight and then his queen. So it is possible to sacrifice that pawn for gaining lead in development.
Yes.
But let's play it solid and play bishop d7. Just actually now we're threatening to take here, so he has to do something. And now we take back, and it's
This
a normal
seems like
position.
a good position for you.
I got rid of my bad light squared bishop.
Yes.
That is a positional factor. Not many tactical factors here except the fact that this pawn is hanging right now, and he chooses to defend it this way. This I do not like because it breaks the tension between the c4 and d5 point, and now in the future I could prepare to play e5 and take on d4 and make this a backward pawn after it is supported with e3.
Yes.
So for now there's no need to rush. I can just castle. I also consider queenside castling, but then the attack comes pretty swiftly.
Yeah.
Although he has no pieces here, but still, like,
But the attack might be good because our dark square bishop doesn't immediately come into defense on a queenside castle.
okay, I'm kind of unsure what the evaluation would be
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
this seems very logical.
Yeah. That seemed like a natural move. Although
Okay,
queenside
so
castling also did seem like a viable option.
okay, so here one possibility I'm seeing is him castling queenside and going for the attack on my king. And although it shouldn't be faster than my attack on his king, I would still prefer to ask this bishop a question of where he wants to move. It seems logical because either you have to take and I pressure this pawn,
Yes.
or he has to drop back. Is there some... What is the real advantage? Should I believe in principled play and go for something like rook e8 and rook d8? To me, these moves seem very hollow.
Yeah, I like h6 more because our earlier plans, I feel that
H6
Once-
doesn't... What does H6 accomplish? You tell me.
right. So what I was thinking was he tries to undermine our pawn with e4 after taking, and when you take with the queen, you might.
He can never play e4 because we take and take. There are two attackers on this
Yes,
pawn and only one
yes.
defender. So e4 is never something
E4
to worry
is not
about.
a move here. Yes. Okay, but yeah. Okay, that
He would
is
have
true.
to play e3 in that case because this is attacked twice and defended once. Or queenside castle, which is again a consideration I have to take into picture. Anyways,
But we are low on time,
I
so-
think since we have a lead in development, a very principled move here would be to open up the center immediately with e5 and pressuring his central pawn. An idea we saw in the last game with Akshat was he can play
just
if he plays e3.
just a question.
Okay,
if you play e5 now, what happens
If
after?
it takes, then we take, right?
Yes.
We defend the queen.
Yes, and then after bishop takes knight, bishop takes knight. So bishop takes bishop. Yeah, d5 is still
This is
defended.
also
Yes,
d5
yes.
is
Defended.
it is defended, but after exchanging, maybe it is not defended.
Yes, that's what I was thinking earlier. Yeah. So I think h6 would be good to question the bishop, and we are running low on time. So
I think this is still more principled.
I mean, it does.
e5. You are saying what if he captures here, but then he completely loses center control, and even this is hanging, if you notice, with our bishop.
Oh yes.
So another
Yes.
possibility would be take with the g pawn.
Yes.
Just an idea. There are a lot of
Yeah.
possibilities here, and
Now
it
that you
won't
explain
hurt
it.
to explore it.
Yeah. Now that you explain, it does seem like a nice move.
We have to play actively in this position because we have a leading development. That is how I am thinking.
What happens after d takes on e5?
D takes on e5. I was considering even okay, he doesn't do that. But this, like I said in my previous video, it allows for the battery is low.
Yeah, I'll get a charger.
Okay.
You can play the move.
I was saying we can open up the e file and actually attack the king on along the e file, and let's see how to do it. So here what happened was he played e3.
Yes.
I took over here, he took over here, and now I want to pressure him and prevent him from castling immediately. Only I am thinking how to do that. So rook e8 would be too slow because he can castle queen side, but I think even that is a victory for us because okay, I'm not sure if it is or not. This looks like a very attractive move. Is it good or not is another story. Queen check, he is forced to go here, and then
He castles king side then.
yeah, his knight is defending this thing very
we're low
well.
on time, so I guess.
Yeah, there's increment, don't worry. I said that last game as well and lost on time.
Yeah, let's play. What seems to be your instinctive move here?
Instinctive move does seem to be this, so let's go for this.
Yes.
I'm also scared of bishop here sometime later in the game after he castles queen side or somewhere, so I'm really not sure.
Well, we could play a6 as a prophylaxis move. But
I guess we have the option of attacking his king side if he goes king side. So maybe let's just play rook e8 and
yes.
put this on an open file.
I like this idea too.
Let's attack the bishop and also get our queen to a better position, a slightly more active position for our queen, and see what he does. He could just drop back here, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, but that does give you an initiative.
I could go knight g4 then.
Yes.
He goes this, but now can't I just ask this bishop a question now? And
Yeah.
he has to move somewhere. He is in the effort of protecting the bishop, actually keeping the bishop there. He weakened his king side, and that is a very weakening move. I think we should be able to exploit it some point later in this game. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, H4
But-
is a good move if you are on the attack, but there is no attack right now.
I will play faster now because
Sure.
I am very low on time. But what move do you think he should play here?
I think. Yeah.
But now I double attack, don't I?
Yes. And
How
his
does he
bishop is
defend
also
both?
threat. No, bishop is not.
Bishop
threat.
is
It's
protected,
by
but
the-
okay, we can take this pawn and we'll see. I don't like this knight.
How-
It is attacking this pawn, but it is not doing a whole lot of useful jobs. Sorry, what were you saying?
Is the rook lift possible here? I'm just questioning. I'm
Huh,
not sure
rook
about-
lift is very much possible,
Yes.
but he goes
Good.
bishop f3. It is possible to take it then. Rook lift is very good actually. Okay, he attacks this, but I think I should. Okay, wait a minute. Can I attack this pawn again?
Yes. No. The rook is.
I lose two
defending.
pawns in the process.
Yeah, but the
He's
rook
also
is
attacking this pawn.
the rook is defending.
Let me.
How will you be
Okay.
attacking the pawn?
Wait, I am very low on time.
Yeah. Okay. Please play quickly. Actually. Yeah.
I am gaming. Okay, so I get some tempo at least. Oh, I didn't realize I did not need to move the queen, because if he took on this square, I could capture here, he captures, and then I capture here.
Hmm.
So I missed that tactic. If I had seen that tactic, I would not have moved my queen at all. But does this... Wait a minute. He can take my... Okay, let's just exchange and simplify the position. We are winning this pawn. And we should be able to win this game now. We are up a pawn. We can we form a mating pattern here? Let's defend this pawn first and try to
I like
play
the
a5.
I like the rook move to e. No, okay, now you can play it.
A5 was played so that I can prevent b4,
Hmm.
and I next attack this pawn somehow. So okay, I mean I can defend the pawn, I suppose, with the knight.
Yes.
And I did not want to exchange it immediately
Yeah.
because my knight is better placed than his knight. His knight is controlled by all my pawns.
Yours is a very nice central knight.
Yes. And of course I can attack somehow this pawn with other pieces. Although
Hmm.
this would just blunder the knight.
Yeah.
So I should be careful, of course.
But is knight exchange the worst idea here? Because
No, it's completely fine. Like, we are up a pawn and it's completely fine. However, I feel like if we exchange knights, then he gets some activity along the 7th rank.
Oh yes.
So we have to be very careful. We should not allow any counterplay.
True.
I think a good idea here would be... Okay, does that blunder something? Maybe it blunders something. If I go here, he goes g3. Then I go g5. Is there any knight fork? I don't think so.
No.
If he goes
There
g3,
is
I
no
go
ch-
g5 and get his
Bishop.
bishop.
This is. I like this.
He can go f3 after g3 and g5. But okay, let's go g5. Let's see if he plays f3. Okay, this move I did not see. I have to move back my undefended bishop, and now I'm attacking it, but he can go f3 now, but I can go on the 2nd rank now, so it's activity for me, not for him.
Yes.
He goes here, which Looks wrong somehow. Let me check him. I'm very low on time, and he must come here, I suppose. Attacking my knight, make like tying down my rook to the defense of the knight. I guess. Okay, he does not do that. So okay, I'm also scared of this check. So how to defend against all of it? Oh, I wish I can play longer games. Damn.
We can try 15 plus 10 someday.
Sure,
Even
sure.
today, why not?
Yeah, I mean, if you are free, I would love to.
Let's do it. Why not?
Okay. First,
So
let's
we
analyze this game.
Yes.
Um, so I don't think he played in the most uh, punishing manner.
Can you go a move back here? After this, after the queen comes to a4, if there is no way to punish the queen, wouldn't c6 be a good move? It goes into a bit of semi-Slav territory, or something.
Semi-Slav, yeah.
But with a misplaced queen. Okay, yeah, but I like the move.
I mean, knight c6 I still think might be an inaccuracy, but because we are placing the knight in front of our c pawn, and that is generally not how you approach the position. You want this pawn to go up the board to pressure the
Yes.
center.
So
Anyways, he, I think immediately going knight, I feel like if this wasn't pinned, there might even be some tactics, but it is pinned because this bishop is undefended. So I was wondering if there are some tactics, but there doesn't seem to be. Anyways, so we go bishop d7. He takes, we take. c4 is just a bad move. That just shows that he might not be above 1800. I feel like he seems to be around 1750 the way he played. 1780 maybe. This was a very weakening move. I think this might have been a mistake.
Yeah, it did
Taking
end
is
up
another
losing.
mistake.
It created two weaknesses.
And I just panicked here.
Yeah.
It's a big blunder. But this allowed me to exchange of the queens, and I'm essentially winning here up a pawn, but I could not play in time. Rest is not much explanation is needed, I think.
Yeah. This was a good game, just that we played a bit slow. You played.
Yeah, I think I should explain less and focus more on the chess as well if I want to.
But let's try 15 plus 10.
Okay,
so
sure.
You have some time for explanation.
So, what do you think the rating is?
I would say 1600, 1650.
1650.
Yes.
I would go for 1783. Let's see the rating.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, 1807. I was close.
He probably played a bit fast.
1000 games approximately in every type of. So yeah.
He's a COVID player. He's joined in March 21st, 2020.
Acha.
Nice.
Yeah. And let's look at the analysis board, and I can try to predict the average centipawn loss. But
how much do you expect your centipawn loss?
I'll have to check without looking. I can see it is already 70, 67, something like that for him.
Okay.
But I'll try to predict mine. Okay, I mean now I already know the inaccuracies, so it is easy to predict. But last video I actually predicted 72 and it was exactly 72.
Okay. Predicting centipawn losses is not very easy.
Yeah. See, I said knight c6 is an inaccuracy.
Yeah, bishop d7.
And knight d5 is a mistake. It is not the correct way to punish me.
What's the continuation? You castles?
Yeah, so he's saying just gambit the pawn. You have an extreme lead in development and there is no pressure on my position.
I want to see the continuation if that's possible.
I mean, it is just exploiting the lead in development. There's,
Yeah, what is the best move? See,
I think
what happens
you have
after
to follow
knight
up with
takes?
your plan.
Yeah, knight takes knight.
Knight takes knight because this pawn is attacked,
Yes.
and now you shouldn't take this pawn. Let's say if you do take this pawn.
Is the queen trapped?
No, I don't think. I don't think the queen is trapped yet. I mean, look at this position. Every piece of mine is developed. Like, okay, the rooks aren't connected, but for
Yeah,
example, I could play rook b8, pressing this pawn.
Oh yes.
He could play b3 defending, but
then you go after his queen. Because his queen doesn't have an escape to a3 when you
he can take on a7. That is possible.
Okay, no.
But it's kind of complicated. It is
Yeah,
the queen is
yeah.
more or less trapped. It would take a few more moves to trap it, I suppose. But it's not very clear how you trap it.
Yeah, no, I think it goes to a5 and it goes back, but it loses a lot of tempi and they hardly developed. The bishop is still locked and the pawn hasn't moved.
Yes,
and
again,
developed.
maybe dc4 seems very attractive to me.
Okay, yeah, dc4 does look nice.
Just opening the d file. Let's see what the engine has to say here. Yes, -3. Queen b8. Instead of rook b8. Rook b8 is also a suggestion. But
queen b8 followed by?
Just if
Yeah.
b3.
Yeah, b3.
Then queen.
Oh, bishop b4 and you try to trap the queen.
Do we?
No, at least you don't let the queen come into the game easily.
What if we go here?
Now the queen is going to be trapped soon.
There is pressure on the pinned piece, so you have to go here, and there is still pressure on the pinned piece.
Oh,
So you prevent him from castling. That is the idea.
We don't win a piece, okay.
Yeah, I mean, our completely developed position and is
Can you
completely.
continue after knight? Yeah.
Which move?
Yeah, after this, after knight goes to d4, bishop d2, knight e4.
Bishop d2, knight e4.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to develop your bishop to try to castle.
Yes.
So say you go g3.
Yeah.
But now I just take and go queen b4.
Oh, and you win a piece.
I mean, you can castle queen side, but look at this attack. I think this is just hanging up. It is not hanging a piece, but I mean, you can exchange off and.
No, can we see this line? I feel there is a piece hanging somewhere. I do not see how. Not. Do not take me. No.
Here?
Wait. Yeah, I was thinking queen b4.
Okay, instead of queen side castling, rook d1 is better, obviously.
Yes.
Because you don't want to castle into enemy's position, enemy's territory.
Yes, and now you come in with.
You try to trap the
queen. I think we succeed.
He has counterplay.
Yes.
And he can escape somehow. Why is this not correct? Because of.
No, it is not bad, but.
Doesn't this trap? Okay, this is possible.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, we are going to
Yeah.
into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Basically, you understand the basic idea, right? This is
the queen wasn't supposed to come to a4.
Yes, this is still -1 because I'm not sure why, but probably because of development.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So let's look at our next inaccuracy. Bishop d7. That is an inaccuracy. First inaccuracy was knight c6. Second is bishop d7. We should have castled here. Let's look at our mistakes. So
the engine wants you to give up the pawn for.
It wants me to go e5 immediately. That is the very important move. So here e5 is a good move.
Yeah.
Here e5 is a good move, as h6 is also suggested. And what else did we think about? Rook e8, rook d8.
Yeah.
That are also possible moves. And this b5. The engine is monstrous.
Yo, yes. If he takes en passant now, you can take and have an attack on the queen.
Oh. But what if he takes the pawn?
Wait.
En passant is not the only
Yes.
move.
Yes. Uh, wait.
I mean, you get the open file for your rook, I suppose. That must be the idea.
After taking, yeah. Is that the?
Yeah, it is
you
saying
get-
give
you-
another
you get-
intermezzo to. But what if he protects this? Then this is hanging. So he has to go queen d1, and then we take the. Can still take this pawn. I mean, you get the idea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You have
yeah.
to take the open file.
Yeah, this was very instructive.
But castles was a mistake because of. Okay, c5 was a blunder.
yeah,
Knight e5 was a mistake. E5 was good. E3 is a mistake, inaccuracy. He should have taken me because this just opens up the e file. And my very attractive and tempting move, queen e6, is not even a suggestion in top 5, is it?
no,
Yes, that I did have an intuition that it might be wrong, and
but I think to punish it, I don't think so. An 1800 player could do it. I think there's a lot more. Can we see
no, you
what is
cannot
the
punish queen e6. Like, you can only escape by queen e6. Like, it is now a draw. It is a blunder.
Oh,
apparently.
you lose your initiative. I think.
Yeah,
what-
you lose your initiative because you allow him to castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a mistake. This
Yes.
was a mistake, like I
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
earlier. This was a blunder, obviously, because I just gave up the pawn. I was considering bishop f6, I think, but
Yeah, we
I
were
was
in a
not sure about.
You were in a time crunch. So.
As I said, bishop f6, if he takes over here with this, then I can take over here, and take over here.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what I would have done for knight. Okay, knight takes, directly take over here.
Yes.
So this isn't hanging, and basically bishop f6 threatens this pawn, and the
Mhm.
central pawn is more important than the sideways pawn, I think.
Yeah.
b7. Although I lose 2 pawns, whereas he loses only 1 pawn, doesn't he? After queen b7.
But you also get a pass pawn, I think. Your d pawn is a pass pawn, so.
But he also is a c passer. Okay, this is attacked, so you have to defend that.
Oh, yeah. And it also comes with a check, so that's good.
Now the game is not worth looking at. It was just.
But why was queen h4 a blunder? Queen h5, sorry.
Queen takes h5 is the correct continuation. Bishop takes h5 and I win a pawn, right? For some reason, this is a mistake. I lose the advantage. I don't think there is an immediate answer for this. There is no immediate move, but this is again inaccuracy because he did not punish my mistake, and now this is again a mistake. But it's fine. I'm -3. It's completely fine.
Yeah, you are completely winning.
Yeah. This is a blunder. I told you king f1 has to be played because it ties down the rook to the defense of the
Yes.
knight, and it prevents my rook from going anywhere else.
But what does the computer want you to play instead of knight e2?
Go back here. Don't allow the rook to infiltrate on
Yeah,
this rank,
you give up
and
the-
then give a check maybe.
Yeah, you give up the Oh, this is a nice idea. Rook comes back to e8. You, one sec. Yeah, so now if you take the knight, you take the bishop, and most of
What do you mean you take the knight?
If white takes the knight,
What's the idea?
you can't take the knight because the knight is defended and you're attacking the bishop.
Yeah, of course you can't
Yeah.
take the knight. But what if he takes on b7? Don't I just lose a pawn?
You gain the pawn right back there.
True. I did not see that.
Why is bishop takes c6 a blunder? Oh, okay. I'm blind. Never mind. Yeah.
Anyways, after going here and there, my rook is active and whereas his is not.
Yeah. You get an.
I still have my pawn up and
Hmm.
on the king side now, 3-2 majority. I would have to convert. It would be a hard thing to convert, but I think I might be able to in a classical game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting game.
Yeah. I like this game.
My feeling in after this game was the knight didn't perform too well on c6. It wasn't very active. It was just looking at this pawn, but there was no other piece pressuring this pawn or anything like that. So it would be better placed on e3 for sure, because then it would also exert influence on this bishop, control squares on f4, and it looks better there.
Hmm.
But here it doesn't seem to be doing a good job. Here it is looking at uh, here it is also looking at squares, but these are irrelevant squares to the position. So what would be a better move here is bishop d7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try one more game.
Yeah, sure. This is it for this video and see you in the next one.